collectors. Today on the channel we have got a special review. The Black from Valaverse, right? This is a figure that I've actually been anticipating for quite a while. The interesting part is it looks, it's a simple figure, but to me, I don't know, it just evokes a lot of fun. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I just love the pirate motif, or the, you know, Davy Jones kind of, well, not Davy Jones kind of look. But I really love this particular style, this particular figure. The whole, when Bobby announced the Black series, I watched Black Sales a long time ago, and I loved that whole, you know, storyline and everything. It was a great series and a great story. And I'm excited that, you know, he's got Vane on there with him. So yeah, I really love this whole new line that he's going through, this kind of modern day pirate type of look. I'm excited for it, and I'm even more stoked that I have the Black figure. Not only that, I managed to pull, while I was down there at Zolocon, a Chase variant. So let's get into this figure and let's talk about it, right? So here he is, just, well, I'll get you know what, here's a picture of the packaging. I'm not going to open it up or nothing like that, but that's what it comes in. That's the picture of the packaging. The packaging, what's great about the packaging is you can open or close it. And, you know, basically the clamshell is one of those where you can reseal it if you want. He didn't put any glue on it or whatever. I think that's the way to go. Anyways, we're here to talk about the figure, not the packaging. So the figure to me looks solid. I mean, it's a really solid, well designed, to me, well thought out. I don't know if there's any reuse here, but apparently if you buy the Black, you also get, we got, if you're down there at Zolocon, a midsection here, because Valaverse had said that there's some issues sometimes with some of these joints in this area. So whether you needed it or not, you got a midsection. So that was pretty cool of him to do, and very upfront. And that's what I love about Valaverse. They're very upfront about what they're doing with the figures. So anyways, yeah, so let's go through the figure. I like putting his little hat on because that's when he looks best. I don't like him looking like that. It looks weird. But when you put his little hat on, he looks great. So the hat does come off. And here's a little gander at that. So the hat is, you know, just, I guess you could use it on any other character that you want. So it's pretty pliable. So that's very nice. The figure comes with soft goods, and they're wired soft goods, a little cape. It comes across the back here. It's kind of stitched in, which is very nice. Give the illusion, you kind of just threw it over his back there. These are like purplish tentacles. And then the head there, let me see if I can focus in on it. There you go. Come on there. So there is the head skull. It's got some wash on it, which looks really great. The figure moves very well. I mean, of course, his head is restricted by the tentacles. I mean, we all knew that was going to be the case, right? I mean, come on. These tentacles, instead of hair, now you have tentacles down here. We all knew that was going to be the case, and that's fine. It's the design, and I like the design. So, but it is restricted by, you can look down somewhat. You can look up somewhat, but you're going to have to help with the torso. But still, very cool. You can do a T-pose easily. Everything, you know, is moving very easily there. He can do side to side, which is very nice. He can go back this far. Got a lot of bendability there. Mine doesn't have really, I don't think, that issue with the thing there. So I love it. He has a cut at the torso up here. He has a cut down here at the waist. I'll talk to you about the arms in a minute, because I want to talk about those. I want to talk to those in a very purposeful way. So we have drop down hips, of course. We've got some really nice looking, holsters here, one for his knife, one for his weapon that he has here, a double barrel shotgun, I believe. It looks very well sculpted, very well done. Looks really great. Cut at the thigh, drop down joints at the hip, double jointed knees. A very nice cut here where it's supposed to be at the boot. And he does have the swivel joint there, and feet go down this far. I mean, he's very well articulated. There is one gripe about this figure, and it's not really that big of a gripe, because I can actually make it do most of what I need it to do. Anyways, for some reason, it works pretty well without it. But there is, so he can do a T-pose really easy. It's very buttery smooth. He has a cut there at the bicep. Here's where the trouble comes. So do you see that? We're having trouble bending this first bicep part. I've seen other guys try to bend it and it just doesn't. It's almost as if that's cut incorrectly, or maybe it's just something is wrong in here. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's intended to be that way, but it doesn't feel like it's going all the way. And I'm really pushing it. But anyways, thanks to this secondary cut here, I mean, it can really go, and this one actually goes further in than this other one. So, I mean, he does pretty well. So the only thing is that this joint right here, I don't know. It just doesn't go in quite as far. Maybe it's intended to be that way. Maybe they didn't cut it where they needed to cut it. I don't know. I'm not a toy designer, but it feels like most of the times these do go, you know, they come in, they join closer, right? But that's more than a 90-degree angle. It's still okay. Now, I was actually going to take this one. This was my customizing one because I bought quite a bit of them. I bought 4 of them. I was going to take one of them and customize it out. I was going to leave one as is, and then I was going to take one and put him on another buck that I have. Put most of his stuff on another buck that I have, another Valaverse buck, and go from there. I think I like this buck, but I don't like the arms. I think the arms could be done better. That's the only thing, is that little joint right there. Everything else, absolutely fantastic. Here's the accessories that he comes with. His double barrel short, or here, let me put him in the back over here. Hopefully we can get a closer. Why is it having, there it is, a closer view of the double barrel shotgun here. And it does break open. You could put, you know, he could do like he's loading the breech or whatever, but there you go. There's that. Very nice. Very nice. Here's his knife. Looking great. The knife looks very nice. Very well painted. Nice and stiff. That's one thing that I like about Valaverse's weapons. They're not, you know, wishy-washy, or I don't know, like goopy or whatever. This does go on the back of his, it just goes back there on his back there. And you know, that's basically the sheath for his sword there. Crazy machete or whatever you want to call it. Machete, sword, whatever. There it is. So there's that. And he gets the firing arms back there, or the, these are trigger hands. Gets the C grip hands right there. A pair of fists right there. And I guess a cupping hand for underneath the weapons. So there you go. So ultimately, I actually am absolutely in love with this figure. I love it. I don't like that little joint right there. Despite all that, you know, on my grading scale, I give it a solid 4.9 out of 5. And the only thing that bothers me is that little joint, like I said. Everything else, absolutely awesome. I'm going to leave this one as is. I'm going to go get another one and customize the heck out of it. And I mean, this one, if hopefully I'm as happy with the new, and I probably will be, the new Valaverse figs of the black. Hopefully they keep coming out with this imagination, with this potential. I'm all in. I'm all in on the modern pirate look type of deal. So I love it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I had a blast at Zolocon. Plan to keep going back year after year. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.